Okay. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about functions. Like any other programming language, JavaScript also supports functions, classes and objects, conditional statements, and loops, and more features we have in this. Okay, function is nothing but it is a small piece of code we write as one block, and depending on the requirement, you can reuse it, or you can call it, or you can invoke it. Okay, so to define a function, you have to use function keyword followed by the name of the function. Then whatever arguments or parameters you have to pass, you need to pass. Okay, followed by curly bracket. And if the function is returning any value, you need to write return followed by whatever value is getting returned. If the function is not returning any value, we don't require return keyword. Okay, so this is what it's a regular function. It is a regular function. Function multiply a comma b, then here we have return a multiplied with b. We are performing here arithmetic operation. Okay, here a and b are what? These are parameters. Okay, these are parameters. But here we need to pass only numbers. In such case, you get the result. Otherwise, you may not get result. Okay, if you pass some ABC, what happens? You don't get that. It's going to throw some exception for us. Let us try to call here that particular thing. So I want to go with the console.log followed by multiply. Then here I would like to write A, then followed by some 2, 4. In such cases, what happens? See, when we run this. Okay. We come to this, then we try to go with this, and whether any errors do we have, let us see in this. It says nan. Nan meaning is what? It's not a number. Because we are not getting any number here. Return when you say A multiplied with B. One of the operands is here what? It is here A, which is nothing but a string. Okay, you can, specify strings either in the double quotes or in the single quote. We are specifying in single quotes the string. When you try to multiply a string with alphabet, it cannot do it. So therefore, it is error here. Error means what it is printing here? It's printing actually, here it is. It's printing nan. Nan meaning is what? Not a number.
Not a number.
Okay, so if it's not a number, then in such case, it has to return something else. So let us modify this piece of code here. What we do, if we take is nan. If it's a nan, either A, here I can use OR operator, not AND, either this or that. Okay, so sometimes what we do, we may pass on the string first argument. Second thing is what here? We pass a number. Okay, either this one or that one, or they can be both sometimes. Okay, is nan followed by here B. In such case, we have to return like this. Return right here. I want to now return complete string with the given values. So what I can do in such case, I can go with the backtick. Okay. This is backtick, correct?
Okay, is it a template string?
Yeah, template string. Okay. Template strings we write in the backtick using backtick.
Okay.
So I put here dollar followed by in the curly brackets A. Similarly, I can go here or then dollar. Then here I write, okay, B is not a number. I can return here a backtick. So when both are numbers, in such case, what happens? It will not execute this part, but it comes to return A multiplied with B. Okay, now let us try to run this and see what result we get. Go on to the top. AR4 is not a number, it is saying here for us.
Okay.
Okay. In the template string, we are embedding those values. Here, what we do, we are showing A, but here what we are passing exactly, whenever you take this one, here we are passing A as a string for us. So therefore, it is printing that particular value. AR4 is not a number. It is printing in that manner. Okay, so I have written a function, but suppose you pass here both as numbers. Let us come to this point and try to print both as numbers. Okay, here this one we take as some like 6. So what we expect in such cases, we need to get here 24 as a result. Not there, sorry, not there. Okay, here I need to take 6, 4. So it has to print for us how much? 6. Okay, it has to print for us 24. You need to get the value 24. Okay, calling here is the string I am passing multiply function. So it is printing for us in such cases 24 value. Now when you run this, you go on to the top and see calling multiply function. It is returning for us value 24. We are getting the result as here 24. If you look at this. Okay, what we got here? 24 we got. So this is a regular function. We call this as a regular function. A regular function can be declared using function keyword followed by name of the function. Then you can pass here parameters. Okay, I have here 2 parameters, a comma b. Then first of all, I'm checking here whether any one of the numbers is not a number or not. If any one of them is not a number, because I cannot perform here arithmetic operation. Okay, so therefore I am returning this value. Either A or B is not a number. I am returning that particular value there. Okay, then here, after what I am doing, I am here trying to execute that calling multiply function. This is getting called, I am getting the result as 24. You can see in the console calling multiply function value how much we got, 24 we got. Okay, we may not be always putting it to console. Okay, but here to see result we are showing on the console. Basically, we simply console we are using as a debugging tool. Console is used as a debugger tool. Here, whether it's working correct or not, we are finding. And this also can be called as unit testing. Here we are doing the unit testing kind of thing using console.log. Understood, Pooja, my point, what I'm saying?
Yes.
So here console we are using as a debug tool. Okay, we are debugging it. Instead of going with alert, you can use alert also, but using alert is wrong. Okay, using alert is wrong. Otherwise, suppose I want to here return in the same line. How can I do that? Instead of writing 2 return statements, I want to return only 1 statement. How can I do that?
Ternary operator.
I don't want to even use the if condition here on the top. Okay, I just want to use here like ternary operator. Okay, so here what I can do in such cases, I can go with this. I can copy here this one, return. I can put like this followed by a question mark here. This condition may not be required. Followed by here, I can go with colon. Then here, I'll go with the A multiplied with B.
Okay.
Does it work? Either let us put a break, let us put something like here parenthesis to get the readability. So using ternary operator also we can do it here. This is only one statement. Okay, now let us try to run this and see what result we get. Somewhere in the bottom, we are calling the multiply somewhere we are using. So this is exactly what multiply function. Okay, So multiply where I'm using here itself I'm using console.log multiply 6, 4 calling multiply function. Once again, let us try to run this and see the result here. Calling multiply function, we are getting 24 as result. Okay, if one of them we give as like here, like a string if we give, so in such cases, what happens? It is going to print this particular template string will be printed. Okay, so now go with this. On the top, you can see 24 only we got. Haven't I saved this? Okay, so here I'm passing 6 and 4. In such cases, either this one is not a number or this one is not a number. It has to print, it has to return this. Otherwise, it has to return A multiplied with B. Okay, but here, what I'm passing 6 as the argument. Okay, let me refresh once again. We are not getting that, we are getting just only here in this case 24. Probably 6 is automatically getting converted. That is in the string format.
What
So
if we give it like AB?
So what I do here, I can go with some 2A I put. In such case, what happens? Let us see in this. Now it says 2A or 4 is not a number, calling multiply function. Okay. So here, when you have a string, in such cases, what happens? It is not actually printing that particular thing here. Because when you go here with the is nan, even if you give a string, automatically what it takes actually it as a number only. Okay, it takes a number. So it is going to be taking like a number. So automatically converting and multiplying with the B in such cases. Okay, but whenever you it's containing any alphabet, in such cases, it cannot convert. So therefore, it's printing this value here. Okay, so here we declared a function, then we are calling here. Okay, same multiply function using arrows we are doing, arrow function. So what we have done here, constant mul equal to A comma B goes to A multiplied with B, we have written. We have written in that manner. Okay, so once you define this, you cannot actually modify that piece of code when you go with a constant. Since you define it as constant, what happens? Once you declare this one, you cannot modify the code. Okay, you cannot modify code. So instead of constant, first let us see here. We go here with the var equal to, we have written that. Then what we do? We go here with the console.log. Okay, followed by, I can go with mul. Then here, I can go with the 2, 4. Here I write calling mul function. Okay. Now what happens in such cases? It should print it as 8. Next, what I do? Here, I want to change the definition for this. Okay, here I want to change definition for this. Instead of going with that, I want to write here A plus B. Simply, I want to change it. It may be meaningless, but still I am trying to do that. So what happens in such cases? Let us see now. Okay, now try to run this here. What happens? Let us see in this. So calling mul function. So you can modify this in this case. But instead of going with var, so it's var here, I can modify here. Okay, but if I define this as const, what happens? Let us see. When you refresh, it is giving error. Okay, what happens? This is nothing but an expression only. To this variable, you are assigning this here function expression. Okay. So what is happening? We are declaring const mul equal to AB goes to A multiplied with B. Here it is printing value properly. If you see on the top, 8 calling mul function. Okay, 2, 4, C8, that is fine. But after that, what I'm doing, I'm trying to modify this function. Correct? Pooja, following this one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, mul equal to A comma B goes to A plus B. In earlier it was A multiplied with B, but now I'm trying to modify this. So which is not supported because I have declared on the top as constant. So therefore it's giving error here for us. When you try to modify this, what is happening? It's actually giving here error for us. This line is giving error. Even if you see error, in which line it is 18, 8, it says. In line number 18, so whenever we call at the time, it is actually giving error because mul equal to A comma B goes to A plus B, we write here. So we are trying to modify the definition of this one. So it is not supported. Catching this point?
Yes.
Any confusion, any doubt in this?
No, nothing in this.
Okay. So here you cannot modify. Therefore, let us comment. So that is what actually a constant is. Okay. So constant mul equal to, but you can pass any value to that. Whenever you are calling this one, you can pass any values. Need not be always AB only. Whenever you call, you can pass any value. But what happens here, you cannot change the definition of this. If you try to change definition, that gives error. Okay, so once you declare this one, you cannot change. Once you define, you cannot change. Such things are called as actually constants. Okay, so here this function we are using as an expression. This you can think as an expression. This we are assigning to a variable. Constant mul equal to AB goes to A multiplied with B. So this fat arrow function is called as here goes to. A comma B goes to A multiplied with B. Okay, this is shorthand notation and this is called as a anonymous function. So we call this as actually anonymous function. Sometimes you can immediately execute such things. Okay, you can execute sometimes immediately them. In such case also we can call it as anonymous function. So how we do? See here, console dot here log followed by here. I can define in this manner A comma B, then goes to here A multiplied with B, but A multiplied with B. Here I should call immediately that one. I am going to execute this immediately. Okay, I can execute sometimes immediately. So this is completely anonymous function. We are going to execute that particular thing immediately. Okay, but whenever you are executing, in such case here you need to pass the parameters 3, 4 like this you need to give. So in such case we should get the result as here 12. We need to get this as actually 12 here. Okay, now try to run this. So we should be getting 12 in such cases. Okay, it's printing only A comma B goes to A multiplied with B. It is not printing the value. Fine. So console.log when we say, okay, this is AB goes to A multiplied with B. Okay, followed by here we are passing 3 comma B. Okay, when I try to print here, this is not taking actually the arguments. Okay. So extra console.log, we require here one more bracket, I think. Console.log. Where is the log bracket ending? Okay, I think here we need to put it. In such case, we are going to be getting it as 12 for us. You're getting here 12C. So this is called as anonymous function completely. There is
How
no
this will
function
handle
name.
when we give the string? Will it just show only error?
Which one?
If
Pooja?
we give string in arrow
Here in this,
function.
not a number, probably it gives. Let us see here. 3,4 we put here. It also should say not a number.
It's giving 12.
Still it says 12.
Let's
Okay.
take only character.
If you keep 3A we put, what will happen? See in such cases. Nan, not a number. When you try to print, because here it is multiplying A with B, it is going to be not a number. So you can declare it immediately. You can call the function here itself. Okay. So this is what anonymous function. A function which is not assigned to.
If you write this arrow function in the ternary operator, then how? It doesn't have any written like statements, right?
Yes, we don't have any written. Okay,
then
so for that, yes, in such cases, you need to write in this manner. Let me write that. Okay, in a separate line, I'm going to be writing that particular thing. So here, I give certain space. Like this, I put here. I want to use same thing here, but different variables I try to take in this case. Okay, go with this. Now, here you need to keep the curly brackets. Okay, here again you need to put the curly brackets. But when you put curly bracket, what is happening in this case? Okay, so let us come to this point only. Curly bracket, let us end here only. Fine, but okay. So it has to say return in such cases. You need to go here in such cases, return statement. Return. So same thing now you need to write here. You can write same thing here again. Okay, you can go with that. Okay, we take in this way. I think one more bracket is required here, not required bracket. Let us remove the bracket. Okay, but here we need it. Now it's going to work in such cases. So let us try to print it now. Whether this works correct or not, we can see. 12 only it's printing. Instead of going with 12, we try to give this as 5. So 20, we have to get result. Okay, just refresh. You are going to be getting 20 in such cases.
If it's returning some value, then do we call it as the anonymous and arrow function?
I mean, anonymous function also can return a value.
Then the arrow function?
Arrow function, this is nothing but arrow function only. When you look at this, this is nothing but arrow function only. See here, it's a fat arrow function only. Arrow function this is. But immediately we are executing here. Here in this case, we don't execute immediately. Here what we do, we assign to null whenever you want to function expression. That is, whenever you want to execute that, you can execute. But here what we do, immediately we are executing this, because after this we put the 5,4, then we put bracket here. So immediately we are executing in this case. So anonymous function also can return a value. Okay. Similarly, arrow functions also can return value. We are returning in the same manner. Why I'm saying anonymous is you don't have any name for that.
Okay.
If you look at this here, you have a name. Correct? Okay. But here you don't have any name. Okay. Wherever you are writing, you are going to execute there only. But if you go
Okay.
here, you are assigning, this is called as function expression. You are assigning to a variable here.
Okay.
Mul is
In
nothing
the
but here.
previous case, we can call that function using that name, but
Yes.
here we can't call it. We just need to
You
execute
cannot
right
call.
there.
Yes,
So that we are
only
giving the
suppose,
values right to
yeah,
next that.
yes.
Okay.
If you are executing only once, when you have such a requirement, you need to write such things.
Hmm.
Okay, only once if you have to execute, you write this piece of code and you can execute that.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, so this is a named function or regular function. And this is here arrow function. This is a function expression. You are using function as an expression here. Okay, we are using this as an expression. Even you can write this way, where, okay, addition equal to write function followed by here a comma b. Then what you do here, return a plus b. Like this you can write. So this is also nothing but function expression. Even like this also you can write.
Okay.
They are same here. Mul and addn, they are going to be like same here. To the variable, we are assigning a function. So that is called as a function expression. Function we are using as expression. This is a named function, whereas this is what here anonymous. This is a anonymous function only. Here also it is fat arrow function, but this is anonymous function only. We don't have any name there. Here also we don't have any name using function keyword. Just we are defining it. These are called as function expressions. Following this, Pooja?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So under different conditions, you are going to be using all these things. Okay, note down these points and try to write them also. As I say, actually, try to take small running notes kind of thing. Okay, so here where addn equal to function a comma b, return a plus b. This is returning here a added with b. Though I'm not calling here, this I'm not calling. If I call here, you can find the result console.log. Okay, this is what here addn followed by 3 comma 4 followed by here I write calling addn function expression. Okay, I'm calling like this. When you run here, what happens on the top, you can see here calling addn function expression. Okay, what result we got here? We got it as 7. 3 comma 4 is nothing but 7. Okay, so like this it is written. Here again, one more thing I am doing. This is what exactly? Here constant multi-add equal to a comma b comma c. Multiply then add meaning is. First you multiply, then try to add. So a and b are actually here added. Sorry, multiplied. A and b is multiplied. Result is added to the rest here. Okay, so here we use 3 parameters, but this is again what fat arrow function this is. We are not using keyword function. Instead of that, what we do, we are using it as a fat arrow function. Getting understood this? Okay, so here ABC, first we declared a variable res equal to A multiplied with B. Then what we do here, return res plus C.
Okay.
So like this, we have written another function. This is one more function we defined here. This is having here 3 parameters. But this is what exactly a fat arrow function. Again, this is. Or in general, we can call it as an arrow function. So they're simplified. Syntax is simple for them. Okay. Next type of function is going to be here. I am declaring function root a comma b equal to 2. Then return math.pow a comma 1 by b. There is a module called math module available. In the math module, you have number of functions available for us. Already predefined functions available. So one of the function name is what here? POW. What is the meaning of POW? Power.
It will calculate the power.
Yes, I'm giving A and when I put here B equal to 2, this is called as default value. This is called as default value. When you are calling root function here, you may pass B or not. If you don't pass B, what happens? Automatically the value here 2 is taken.
If you pass it, it will overwrite it and then.
It will, whatever value you give, it takes that. Otherwise, it is going to use as 2 only. Same thing you find in the Python also. That is called as the default value, or you can say here optional parameter. Okay, but there is one condition. This should be the last argument in the given function definition. Somewhere in the middle, you cannot put it.
Okay.
The optional argument must be the last argument in the given function. Following my point, what I'm saying?
Like, if we can't give that A is equal to 2, comma B, like that, it should
You
be the
cannot give
last
like
one.
that.
Right?
If you give like that, okay, it's confusion, because when you are giving with position only, they come, correct? With position, they are going to be coming. So therefore, in such case, that can be a problem. Because A is the first parameter, B is the second parameter.
Okay.
Okay. Second parameter has to be here optional, but not first parameter. If you write A equal to 2, okay, then B if you give. So what happens in such cases?
Math is it already predefined. We can't change that syntax of math.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so there can be problem with the positional arguments. These are called as here positional arguments. So now what it does exactly, it is trying to find the root of the given number. So here, this is to same thing have written in the arrow function. Okay, a normal function and arrow function I am writing. In the arrow function also, here root, but here RT I have taken equal to A comma B equal to 2 goes to math.pow A comma 1 by B this is. So this is going to give you square root of the given number. Okay, so here in the bottom, you can find it. Where I'm calling, here I'm calling. Here write calling. So here calling root function without second argument. So what should be, what result we should get in such cases? 5 we have to get. Because this is 25. Square root of 25 is how much? You get only 5. And here how much we get? Calling, same thing it is. Calling with second argument equal to 4. So what result do you expect in this case here? This also should give us 5. Okay, and this should give us actually how much? 10. We have to get 10 in this case. This value. Let us try to run and see. You see, calling root function without second argument. Calling root function with second argument equal to 4. So in both the cases, what value we are getting? 5 only we are getting, because first we have taken 25. Square root of 25 is 5. But fourth root of 625 is how much? 5 only for us. Correct? If you take 625, if you try to go with the fourth root, what do you get? It's 5 only. 5 5 is 25, 25 is 125, 125, 5 is how much you get? 625. Okay, you're getting like that. Then similarly, RT 100, how much we got here? 10, we are getting result. Okay, so here I have written both the things. Both the things have written here in this. One is what? Using here named named function, and this is what here anonymous function using fat arrow I'm defining here, and this is called as here function expression again. Correct? Following this?
Yes.
Okay. Then here I have actually function num followed by dot dot num. These are called as actually rest params. Okay, so these are called as here rest params.
Okay.
Sometimes sum means how many arguments we require for sum. You want to find out the sum of numbers. We don't know exactly numbers they are.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they can be 2, sometimes they can be 3, sometimes they can be 4, sometimes they can be 5, sometimes they can be
Infinite.
10. You don't know
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Correct?
Yes.
So this is called as actually variable number of arguments, arbitrary number of arguments.
Okay.
Do you have same thing in the Python?
Yes. In Python we can.
So using star args, you can make
Yes.
it.
Yes. 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 Mm-hmm.
Okay, keyword arguments, a number of keyword arguments, you can go with the star star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the star star, you can make number of keyword arguments, but with using star, you can make like that. So this is basically a function which can accept n number of arguments or variable number of arguments.
Mm-hmm.
If you take on the top root, either you can pass one argument or you can pass two arguments. But here, there is no count on that. How many number of arguments you want to pass, you can pass there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here sum dot dot num. Then what I have written, let s equal to 0 I have written initially. Then what I do, I iterate over the given array. For constant n of num, one by one element it is retrieving from the array. So this is going to be taken like an array. When you put rest param, this is nothing but actually array it is. Okay, like array, it is going to be getting treated. You can find here what type of data it is. So this is here console.log. Followed by here, I want to print type of what exactly it is, num. So what do we get? See in this. Okay, here I would like to specify num type. Let me run this. It is nothing but object type of data. Arrays are also treated like objects. Okay, it is object type of data. Arrays are also treated as objects in the JavaScript.
Okay.
So it is nothing but here object type of data. So using for loop, one by one element you can retrieve from that. Okay, one by one you can retrieve and you can add to this particular thing, s equal to s plus n. But there can be one problem with this. So what is the problem? We have here, suppose when I'm calling it, I'm calling 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here now I go this case, then put some a. What will happen in such cases? Not a number you are going to get that. Okay, earlier after 100, 28 we got. Okay, after 10, after that number type we are printing, then 28 we got. This time what happens, see here. It is printing here 28a.
Okay, it is adding the rest of the numbers and appending
Yes,
the string
then
to
appending
it.
a to that. But suppose it is somewhere in the middle, what happens in such cases?
It will stop over at the that position.
May not stop that one. So all they are going to be simply appended to that, I think. First it takes 2, 5, 7, 7a, then 6, 7, 8, probably that adds. It is adding like that, 7a, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So if
Okay.
we want to avoid this, we can write the if condition whether the check is none. If
Yes,
not
we
add,
need to write
if
if
else,
condition in
then
that.
go to the next one in the index.
Yes, you need to
Increment the
do in
index.
that manner. Or else you need to convert it into a. Suppose you gave a, but up to f you can give, you can think it as hexadecimal number. But after that, what we do? That's going to be confusion. So whenever there is alphabet, it should not do it.
Okay.
Okay, it should not be doing whenever it is actually alphabet. So let us go to this and try to see here in this. We go with the if condition. Here, if.
Are you checking that one? Like.
Yes, here only I'm checking it.
I mean, I will do it later.
Okay, you do it, fine.
Yes.
So that's
if
good
I have
actually.
any doubt in that,
Yes,
I'll ask.
if you do, that is good.
Mhm.
Okay, so here what we are doing exactly? Just a minute.
What I want is like if I have a strings in the middle, I need
Yes.
to append them to one string, and if it's a number, I need to add all those. At the end,
Yes.
I wanna append the string to the sum of the remaining numbers.
Yes. No, but in whatever manner you want to, experiment, you can experiment.
Okay.
Okay, different ways you try to experiment. Whatever seems reasonable, and there is nothing like reasonable actually. In whatever manner you want to manipulate, you can manipulate.
Mm.
Okay, so try to do like that. That's good practice. Just 1 minute.
Mm.
I'll have one glass of water and come.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, so here 1 by 1 element is retrieved with help of this for loop. We haven't discussed about for loop, later on we discuss, but just understand that it is picking 1 by 1 element and adding to here S.
Okay.
So S equal to S plus N, it's doing like that.
So we gave constant n. N
Yes.
is a index, right? Index position. It is.
No, it is
We are
not
assigning.
like that actually. It is not for loop. We are not like index. It is called as iterable. So arrays are iterable.
Okay.
You can,
Does the value of n changes each time the for loop iterates?
yes, it change. It
If we
changes.
give that a constant, then we can't change the n, right?
But see what is happening in this case. If you try to change the value of n here, it will not change. After this code, once you retrieve from that, if you try to change the value of it, it will not change. Okay.
Okay.
And this is what you are using the for loop, not once this one. Try to understand that. Every time a new variable, a new constant is getting declared, from that you are retrieving data. If you try to modify something here, it's not possible. That means, let me
So
put
for
curly
suppose if
bracket and
it's
show you.
retrieving the one and then I'm writing inside the for loop n is equal to 2 now, it will not change,
Yes.
right?
Now, if you try to
Okay.
write here n equal to some 10, it should
Okay.
not
It will.
do that.
Mm.
Okay. It should give error. It's giving error here.
Okay.
So that way the constants are actually implemented. Okay, constants are getting implemented in that manner here. You cannot modify. So in order to avoid that modification problem, we are writing like constant here.
Okay.
So for constant n of num, from the given array, we are retrieving 1 by 1. Then we are adding to S here.
Okay.
Okay, suppose we put here constant S equal to 0, then it gives error. When you try to add to that, it gives error.
Okay.
Correct?
Mm.
So here it is retrieving values. How many values are in that? All of them are actually getting retrieved. So like this you can write, or else you can go here with this. For let x equal to 0, x less than num dot length. Num dot length is going to give you how many elements are in that. So in the Python, using length function, you can find how many elements are in the list. Correct?
Mm.
Have you tried with that in the Python? Length function, len function?
Yes.
With the help of that, how many elements are in the given list, or in the given
Okay.
tuple, or in the given set, or in the dictionary, it can find.
Okay.
So in the same manner, here num dot length can give you how many elements are in that.
Okay.
So if you come here, how many I passed total? 6 elements are passed. Length is how much here? 6. Okay. Starting at 0, how many it is? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 6 elements are retrieved here. But it cannot work here now. This is going to definitely give error. because n is not defined here. Correct?
Okay.
There is no n here, so I should comment this part. Then here I should remove the comment. S equal to s plus num of x I should write. So in such cases, it is going to be working now. You get the result as 28 again.
Okay.
But it gives again C 7A 6 7 8 because one of the things is what here. When you take here, one of the things is here A. So we need to remove that. You need to get 28 there. 7 plus 6 13. Okay. Fine, this is so 5 elements only. Now when you go with the 5 elements, it's going to print that as now 28. We are getting it as 28. Okay. So here, next one. Okay. Here, one more concept you see. This is creating a function with the rest params. This is called as here rest params. Create a function with rest params. We are doing with the rest params. Okay, and here next function is going to be callback function. Okay, I am writing this piece of code here. I am writing this piece of code, multiply and divide. Then m comma n comma p comma abc. Abc is a function. This is some argument name that is. These are called as actually optional names or formal names, formal parameter names they are. Okay, so instead of saying abc, you can call this as callback. That is going to be more meaningful, in fact. We can call this as callback. Any name you can put, need not be callback. But here again, you need to go with the callback.
So by the
Function.
time we are calling the multiply and divide function, we actually doesn't have that callback value.
Yes. No.
Then how can...
1 minute. Here, what is happening is function, multiply and divide. This function we are writing and total 4 parameters we are passing to this.
Okay.
Okay. First parameter is a number. Second parameter is a number. Third parameter is number. And fourth one is what? It's another function. It's called a callback function.
Okay.
Okay. So once this calculation is completed at the end, what I do? I go with the return callback result comma p. To that I am passing result as well as the parameter p there.
Okay.
That means what is happening whenever we go with this. Okay, and here what is written? Function divide x comma y, return x by y. So with this function, what we do? We are returning x by y. Whenever I call this function, I am going to be passing in this manner. If you come here, console.log multiply and divide. I'm going with the 10 comma 5 comma 3 followed by divide. I'm calling the divide function here.
Okay.
At the end of this function, it's going to be calling the divide function. Look at this code. I have here m comma n comma p followed by callback. Need not be callback, that can be any name. Okay. So first what I do, where result equal to m into n. I'm multiplying m with n. Then here return callback result comma p, like this have written here. Okay. At the end of that, what I'm doing, I'm calling the callback function there. Okay, return callback result comma p, I have written in this manner.
Okay, I understood this one.
So then here what I do, console, here divide function is separate function, need not be divided, it can be anything. Okay, need not be division, it can be anything. In fact, I can write one more function also. So here console.log multiply and divide 10 comma 5 comma 3, here m comma n comma p, and this callback function name is what here? Divide. Okay, so what should happen in that case? 10 plus 5 must be how much? 15. Okay, 15 you have to divide with how much? 3. So what result you get in that case? 3
5.
you have to get here. Sorry, 5 you have to get 5. Here. Okay, 5 result we have to get. So are we getting same result? We are getting here 16.66, something like that. Why we are getting 16.66? When we go here with this 10 comma 5 is 50, not 15, 50 that
10
is,
star
because we are
50.
multiplying.
50.
So when you try to divide 50 with 3, it is nothing but 16 point, same thing, 3, 3, 3, whatever we are getting, that's correct. Okay. Then after that, what we do here, we are getting in a random way. Okay. You go with the math.random that can pick any number between 0 and 1. When you go with this, it is going to pick any number between 0 and 1. That means in 0 point something you are going to get always. Between
So
0 and
math
1, it can pick a number.
Okay.
So when you multiply that with 10, what will happen? Either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 up to 9.
4 and 9.
One such possibility you have in that case. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, because
Same
math.random
as
can give you any value between 0 and 1.
Okay.
That means for definitely it is going to be the decimal point 0.000 or 0.95 or 0.82, something you get. You don't know exactly that is. Okay, that when you multiply with 10, what could be the maximum, what could be the value you can get there? It can be something like 0.00 or maximum is how much? 9 point something you can get. Is it correct? Okay, and that I am converting into here math.floor. With the help of that, I am converting into which one? Lowest number. So floor and seal in the Python also you have seen that.
So same as from 1 to 9, I'll get one number, and
Yes.
then 0 to 1 and multiplying with 10. For suppose the number which was picked is 0.2, it will get turned into 2.
Yes.
Then how does this floor work on 2?
No, but see, you are going to get between math.random. You are not going to get 0 only simply. It is going to be, 0 in between 0 and 1. I am saying.
Yes,
If
I'm
you
saying
take,
that if the number is 0.2,
no,
let's
no,
assume.
it can't be like 0.2. It is going to be 0.2567, something like that you get.
Okay.
So such number, when you multiply with 10, what you get here? 2.3 something you may get like that. Correct? Okay. When you go with the floor function, you are going to get that as 2.
2. Okay.
So here also same thing. We don't know what number it is. That also we take as floor. And third one also we are taking as floor.
Okay.
So we get 3 numbers, then we give this as divide here. So ultimately what happens in such case, it's going to be printing the value for us in the same manner how it is done on the top. So what result we are getting normally here? 10.5 we are getting. So let us run again. What happens this time? We are getting this as 6 here this time. Okay. So like this, these are working. We are using here math.random. Another concept this is picking a random number. Okay. So here we have created, functions like named functions and arrow functions. Functions with default values. Okay. Functions with actually rest parameters. Functions which can call other functions. Correct? So understood these functions concept?
Yes, I understood.
There is more actually, but right now I just gave an introduction regarding Pythons in this the functions in this manner. Okay. So now come to here 2.html. Okay, 2.html I gave here. You can use the JavaScript code in the strict mode or without strict mode also you can use. With strict mode or without strict mode you can use.
Difference between those.
Okay, so here what I do, what I'm going to use here, this way I try to do. I'm trying to write here a equal to 10, where a I put like this. Okay. So here I try to use. What happens in such cases? Let us see. So this is what exactly 2.html. Let us go into that. Is it giving any error? Let me see here. A has already been declared, it's saying here. Okay, where are we declaring A? On the top, have we declared it? So here once again we are declaring this. This is fine. So let mn I take, where mn equal to 10. Okay, mn equal to 10, I refresh. So when I refresh, there is no problem. So strict mode, we discuss about it little later, but first try to understand this one. First, mn equal to 10, I have written, where mn I have written here. So what is this concept called?
The value.
No. See, I'm declaring variable later, but first I am assigning it.
Yes.
So what is the meaning of that? So this is called as actually hoisting. Okay, it is hoisting the variables.
Okay.
Before the code is executed, it is first moving them onto the top. Hoisting, flag hoisting, something similar to that. Okay, something similar to that is happening in this case. Before the assignment, when code is getting executed in the runtime, the variable is moved onto the top. Then the value is getting assigned. You may write mn equal to 10 where mn, but whenever you execute, first of all, what is happening? Such variables are moved up, then it's going to be assigning values.
Okay.
It is done by the JavaScript runtime environment.
Okay.
Following this. So this concept is called as here hosting, JavaScript variable hoisting. Okay, it is here variable hoisting. We can call this as here variable hoisting. Okay, so this is variable hoisting. You can use variable much before you declare the variable. This concept is variable hoisting. We hoisted here. Mn is moved up. Where mn is moved up, then we assign. Whenever you run, whenever you execute the code, at that time it happens. Okay, there is one more function called eval function. You can see here, there is a function called eval. Eval function can evaluate or execute the given argument. Okay, either it can evaluate or it can execute the given argument, depending on the argument. Okay, so either it can evaluate or execute. If it is JavaScript code, it can execute. If it is expression, it can be evaluated. So here what I do, console.log eval 2 plus 3. What will happen in such cases? It is converting them into numbers and it's going to print 5 for us. Okay, using eval function we can do here, console.log eval 2 plus 3 we are writing. So with that, what is happening? We are evaluating this as an expression. So ultimately what happens? It's going to give us 2 plus 3. Okay, so in the string we have written this. Similarly, next line you take here, let a equal to 10, let b equal to 10, then console.log eval a greater than b, a colon b we are writing here. So this is what basically, this is a piece of code, correct? But normally code we should not write in single quote. In single quote, do we write the code? We don't write. So this also is getting executed. Okay, it is going to understand this as a command, then it's going to be executing. So in such cases, it is actually executing this piece of code. Console.log eval a greater than b question mark a colon b here. So what will happen in such case? It is evaluated as some code, then it's going to be executing in such cases.
So what will be the result of line 32 then?
So here what happens? Result is going to be 20.
Okay.
A greater than b. A is 10, b is 20. So when a is greater than b, it's going to print here a, otherwise it's going to print b. So what we expect here, b only result for us. Here see, 20 is getting printed for us. Line number 32. Go to line number 32 and see here. The line number 32, this is only. So what is getting printed? 20 is getting printed for us. So using eval function, you can convert, you can evaluate an expression, or you can execute the command, which is given in the string format.
Okay.
Following this? Okay. Similarly, here, what is happening? I'm defining something like this, where mul equal to function, A comma B, return A multiplied with B.
Mhm.
I am declaring a function dynamically here.
Okay.
Can we normally declare a function dynamically? It's not possible. But here I'm declaring a function dynamically using here function. This is also you can think as a function. This is requiring here 3 arguments. Okay. Where mul equal to function A comma B, return A multiplied with B.
Mhm.
So in such case, what is happening? I'm assigning this to mul. Here console.log mul 2 comma 3. So it is going to give 6 for us. What we are getting in this case, if you see, you are getting 6. Next one, again I'm redefining this. Mul function equal to A comma B, return A plus B. So what it should return in such cases? It has to return 5 for us. So it is returning 5 in that case. Understood this?
Yes.
Okay, so dynamically also you can create a function depending on the requirement.
Okay.
But these are really not safe. I mean, dynamically generating will be leading to some problems. So that creates confusion. At the same time, there can be problems related to security concept. So we should avoid wherever this is possible. But in the JavaScript, you have that facility. With the help of that, you can create such functions.
Mhm.
Okay, it is going to be a function here. Function expression you are going to get here. Mul function A comma B, return A plus B. So it is giving you, in this case, the sum of two numbers, 2 plus 3, 5 you get. Okay, similarly, one more let us try to write. Okay, mul equal to, so mul equal to, here what I do, I want to find the factorial of the given number. How can we print, how can we go with the factorial normally? So here it is, otherwise I can write this as fact equal to function. Then here I want to give some number, it is n, followed by, I should write here the required code. Okay, required code I should be writing here. How can I write code? So I try to write if condition here. If condition, but how do we write that? There is no name associated with that. Okay, recursion is not possible here in this case. You cannot go with any recursion in such cases.
Mhm.
Okay, recursion is not possible here. Fine. So you cannot do anything in that way, but try to do here. If condition we take, if, okay, n greater than, so what we write here, 1, in such cases, we need to write this as, okay, we need to write it as here. Again, we have to define in this manner function. Okay, then this is going to be here n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1 this is, then followed by here. You cannot do, I think this, the recursion is not possible like this. Simple things actually you can do, or else you need to put effort. Can you try to do this way? Dynamically function can you create for recursion? Recursion example I show you here. How to write for recursion? I'll show here. So recursion can be written in this manner. I want to define a function for recursion here. Okay, so it is like this. I can write here where, okay, this is fact equal to function followed by here n, not uppercase. I want to go here with the lowercase. Okay, then here, okay, here, here also I think you cannot do anonymous, not possible. Fine. So I do like this here, then function. Okay, fact, we give here n, followed by here we write if
in greater than.
Okay,
0.
here write where like f equal to, put it as 1 here. Then write if we go here with n greater than 1, in such cases we return here. So what do we return in such cases? N multiplied with,
If we'll go through that line only one time, right? We need to write while loop, I think.
no, this is recursion. Recursion is something like this here. Okay, return here n multiplied with, okay, it is fact n minus 1. Like this we write. We are going to be writing like this here. So n multiplied with fact n minus 1.
Okay. And again the fact.
But
fact.
yeah, again we are calling it if n greater than 1. In that way, we are doing this particular thing here. But okay, here
FACT.
not return. Here I need to write this way, where res equal to, I should write in this manner, where res I take here, res equal to, okay, res equal to n multiplied with n minus 1. We are writing this way. Okay. So if it is not that, in such case, what we do? Okay, so here write return. In this case, res we put this way. Okay, so factorial n, f equal to 1 we take, where res here, res equal to n multiplied with factorial n minus 1. We take in that way. But what we can do here is res equal to 1 we take. Let us remove this. Okay, this is what exactly fact we have. So go here, console.log.
Fact for line 42 FACT.
This is
will
correct.
show error again.
Why
I'm
this?
telling the spelling
Okay.
of the FACT.
Okay, yes. Log we take, followed by here fact. Then here in this, we try to write this as, okay, try to write this as here some 5. So what is the result we have to get? 120 we should get in such cases.
It will show error in line 42. We wrote fact spelling wrong.
Okay, so spelling is wrong. FACT it is. Fine. So now just try to run. We are getting result as 120 for us.
120.
So this is called as here recursion. This concept is called as recursion. Recursively, we are calling the same function again and again. As long as the condition is met here, as long as n is greater than 1, what is happening? It is calling recursively the same thing. In the Python, have you come across such a recursion concept?
Yes.
Like you came across?
Stars. Yes. Like for printing the stars in a pyramid shape, like that.
Yes. So that way you are using, or to convert the given number into words, or to convert the given number into from one number system to another number system. Okay, you can use that concept. With the help of that, you can do. The given number you want to convert into words. In such case also you can use the recursion concept. Okay, so let me show you that example as well with the recursion. So this is what a recursive function. If the function is calling itself, we call this as recursion. Now here I define like pair digits in words. Digits in words equal to, in the array, I am declaring them. First thing is here 0. Next one is here what? 1. The next one here it is 2. Then you have here 3, this one. Then after that we have here 4. Okay, then this is 5. Okay, then we have here some 6. Then this is 7. It is 8. Followed by we have 9. So how many digits we have total? 9 digits we have. And this is an array. This is nothing but an array which is containing here 10 different digits. 0 to 9 complete, 10 different digits. Okay, now I want to define a function. Okay, function. Here it is num2 words. Followed by here n. I can take like this. This is what function num2 words. Okay, it is going to be here num2 words. Then where res equal to, keep this way. Okay, here we take the condition if n greater than, how much we take here? If n greater than like 9, in such cases res equal to res plus here followed by again plus I take here. I need to go here this way. num2 words followed by here n divided by, I want to go here this way, then try to divide with the 10. But this can give you a decimal point. So here I want to convert this into only integer. Let me go with the typecasting here. I can convert into integer here. So when I try to do like this, this is giving error. int. So if I put like this, I'm trying to convert into integer format here. int n by 10. But this may give error for us. So what I do here, math dot here, I can go with the round function. I have round. Okay. After how many decimal digits you want to go with that? Followed by here, comma. Then this will be here 0. Up to 0 digits I require after the decimal point. So like this we have. Sorry. Like this. Okay, so here I should remove. Then write here res equal to res plus followed by here digits in words. Then here num% 10. Like this, I want to convert the given function here. Right here, return res. Like this, we are trying to do in this. Okay, let us try to here print console.log. Here I go with the function name, num2 words. Then give here 2, 4, 6, 7. It has to print for us 2, 4, 6, 7 when we print it. Let us try to see this, what result we get. If it does not work properly, we need to see this. So it is giving error here. Num is not defined, it says. Okay, num is not defined. This is not num, it is actually n%10. Okay, so try to once again run this. 3577, it's printing for us. But what we gave 2467 we gave, it is printing it as actually 3577, it is printing for us. Why it is 3 like that? Whenever you try to divide a number with this, okay, so math dot, let us go here with the floor otherwise.
Actually, I didn't understand what's going on in this one.
Just a minute, I'll tell that.
Mhm.
Okay, so here with this, trying to do it. 2467 we are printing in this case. What we gave here, 2467, we gave in that. Okay. Fine. So once again, see, we change the value, then we come 2467, we get here. In the same manner, here we go with the 007. So what result we expect? 2007. 2007 we are getting. So what exactly this is? This is called as an array. Okay, you might be knowing about arrays.
Mhm.
Okay, so in the C#, I think you came across arrays in the same manner. This is an array, which is nothing but a string array. Okay, in the JavaScript, any type of data you can put in the given array, but this is containing all the strings. In the 0 index, what you have 0, in the 1 index you have 1, in the 2 index you have 2, in the 3 index 3, in the 4 index 4.
We are passing some number in the num2 words,
Yes.
and then individually we are taking out one digit and then going to that position. For suppose 2007.
Yes.
First two, we are taking that number and going to the index position 2 and then printing that, and again coming back and next number.
Yes.
Printing the 0. Okay.
That way it is. So as long as n is greater than 9, we are calling repeatedly that. So here how much is given initially? 2007 is given. Okay.
Actually,
so
we can't give n greater than 9 also, right? It will
we
be
cannot give
between
greater
0
than
to
9.
9.
We are converting only into, digits. This is what exactly program is, num2 words. So more than 10, where are the digits you have?
We don't have. Then what is the meaning of writing it n greater than 10? It will never go to that one, right?
N greater than 9, I have written. Why not? Initially, what is the value? 2007 you have.
Okay.
Initial value, how much we are passing, 2007 or not?
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Okay, so if n is greater than 9, if 2007 is greater than 9, therefore what happens? It comes to this num2 words math.floor n by 10. N by 10 means what? 2007 divided by 10, how much you get? You are going to get 200.
Okay, again going to that, and I'm
Okay,
finally getting
so when it's
200.
200, again it goes into that. So n equal to how much you get? 200 you are going to get, correct? So when it is 200, again it is greater than how much? 9. So once again we come here.
20,
So it's
then.
going to print. Let us try to see how it is doing it. Whenever it's calling, actually every time what is the value you are getting for res, try to see here. Console.log followed by here res. Okay, number value, number is how much we need to put here? N. Okay, number is n. Every time it is going to print in that manner. Okay, so let us see first which one is getting evaluated. In this case, first 2 is getting, I think, 2 is getting evaluated, or what we see in this. Try to run this here. So initially first what is coming? Number is 2, then number is 20, number is 200, number is 2007. It's coming like this. So when do we come to this point? Whenever number is less than 9, in that case only we come to this part initially. Okay, it is coming here. It is just actually getting executed here only. It does not come to this point initially.
Okay.
It is a stack frame basically. So total 4 stack frames you have in this case. Your total 4 stack frames. When n is greater than 9, it is calling this particular thing only. Okay. Again, what happens? It is going inside the function. Then again it checks here. If n is greater than 9. So 200 is greater than, again we come into this. We are not reaching to this point basically. We are not coming into this. So whenever n is less than 9 or less than 10, in such cases, what happens? We come to this part. So in such case, n value is how much you get? 2 is getting printed. Okay, then it is returning that value. Where it goes in that case? To the earlier function it goes. Okay, to the earlier function. So many times, how many times the function is getting called here? 4 times function is getting called in this case. Same function repeatedly we are calling 4 times. So from here where it goes to the earlier part. That also we can see here. So here we can print like this. Here console.log. Okay, here it is previous value of n or res. So here we try to print this one as res here. Okay, this is going to be res here. Now try to print that. Okay. Previous value of res is nothing initially. Okay, number is 2. Then previous value of res is 2 we are getting. Then after that, previous value of res is 20. Then what is happening here? 200. Previous value of res is 200. At last we get this as actually 2007. That means immediately we are not coming into this part of the code. So here only repeatedly we are working in this area as long as n is greater than 9.
Okay.
Understood, Pooja, this point?
Yeah.
So this is basically recursion. In a simple way, we have done this, digits in words. There are how many lines? Just 3-4 lines we have written. With that, we could convert. Otherwise, you need to use switch case. You need to use if condition. With the help of that, you have to do normally. Got this or not? Any confusion in this?
Yes, I understood this one.
Okay, so this concept is called as here recursion. So this is here recursive function. So it is here recursive function. Okay. In the same manner, can you do one thing? I give a decimal number. You need to convert that into any other number system using recursion concept.
Okay.
Getting my point? What I'm saying? So you may have some function like this. Just I'm here writing function name, function. This is what dec2 ns number system, ONS other number system. dec2 OTHNS. Here I pass num followed by ns number system. Okay, for this you need to supply the code. And that should not exceed actually more than 6-7 lines.
Like
okay, here
if you give me like 1.2, if I give input and output, do I need to get 12?
No, not 1.2. Not like that. Suppose I gave here, see, I give 100 decimal. Okay, you need to convert this into hexadecimal. That means base 16. In such case, how much you have to get? You have to get 64. 100 is actually which number system? Decimal number system. Correct? When you move from right to left, what happens? Positions change by 10. Units, tens, 100 you have. But when you go with the hexadecimal, what are the positions? Units and 16s, 64, 128, like that you have, correct?
Yeah.
So units you have, 16s you have, then what you have, 256 you have, 4096, like that you have. So 64 in the hexadecimal equal to 100 in the decimal. How it is? 4 is in which place actually? In the units position. 6 is in which position? 16's position. Okay, 16, 6, how much you get? 96 plus 1 into 4, 4. So how much value you get? You get 100. Understood this?
For hexadecimal, it starts with like 16.
Yes, 16 digits total. 0 to 9, then A, B, C, D, E, F. You have 16 digits in the hexadecimal. Okay, hex code we say, same thing we call it as hex code. Okay, so hexadecimal has 16 digits, 0 to like 9, then A, B, C, D, E, F. So the digits are 0 to 15 total. They are 15 you cannot write because that is containing 2 digits. So therefore only 1 digit we have to use, that is called as F in that case.
I don't
Following?
understand this
Following?
one. I didn't understand this one.
0 to 9, how many symbols these are?
10.
10. Then A is 11, B is 12, okay,
Okay.
C is 13, A is 10, B is 11, C is 12. Okay, then D is how much here? 13,
16.
E is 14, and F is 15.
F is 15. Okay.
So total how many digits there? 16 digits, correct?
16 digits.
So in the hexadecimal, we use these symbols, 0 to 9 we use, then followed by A, B, C, D, E, F. When it is A, it is nothing but 10, 10, that is 10 we call it as. When it is A, when it is B, it is 11. When it is C, it is 12. When it is D, it is 13. When it is E, it is 14. When it is F, it is 15. Like that we get.
Okay. Now if we give 100, then what?
You need to get 64 in that case. 100 is decimal number.
Okay.
In the decimal, what happens as you move from right to left, you increase the position by 10 every time. Initially, the rightmost side you have units, then next position is about 10, you have the 100, correct?
100. Okay.
Since we have 10 digits, we go that way. If it's hexadecimal, what happens? Total 16 digits you should have. In the rightmost side, you should have units. Then to the left of that, how much it is? 16. Okay. To the left of the 16, how much it is? 256. Every time by how much you need to multiply? By 16, you need to multiply.
Okay.
How you do in the decimal system? Units 10, 100, 1000, like that you take or not? In the decimal.
I'm
Suppose,
getting confused.
yeah, suppose 100 I have written. Okay. So this 0 in which position? 0. This 0 in which position? Units position. Okay. This 0 is in which position?
Tens.
Tens. This 0 is in which position?
Hundreds.
Hundreds position. Okay. When you go with the hexadecimal, what happens is 4 is in which position? Units.
Units. Okay. And 6 is in tens position.
Not 10, 16th position. You have 16 digits in that.
Okay.
Correct?
Every time by 16?
In the hexadecimal, it increases by 16.
Okay.
Okay, suppose if it is binary number system, in that case, how much it is every time? By 2
1,
units.
2, 4.
Units 2, 4, 8, 16, like that it changes. Okay, if it's octal system, how much it is? Units, then 8s, then 64. Okay, then 512, then 4096, like that it increases if it is actually octal system.
Okay, then hexadecimal 0, 16, 32.
No. In the hexadecimal, it is units, then 16s, then 256 it is.
16s and then 256. Okay.
Because 16, 16s, 256, correct?
Okay.
When you multiply 256 with 16, how much you get? 4096. When you multiply 4096 with 16, how much you get? 65,000 something you get in that case.
Okay, it's greater than 100. For us, in our case is 100. So in 16th position, how many do I need for 100? Then I need to write it, right?
Yes, you need to convert that into, this hexadecimal number system. That also like this you need to write. Otherwise, I show you this one. I show you how to write in a simple way. Later on, such things you need to work on. Since you have little confusion regarding this. Okay, I am going to write here. function. So what I'm going to do here, dec to OTHNS. That means what? Decimal to other number system.
Okay.
I give n followed by ns. Ns meaning is what here? Other number system.
Okay.
Into what number system you are converting, that you need to specify. Okay. So here, what I can do, again here also, var new ns equal to, I just go with string. This is like string only I'm going to use here. Here write if n greater than or equal to ns. Okay, what I should do in such cases? I go this way. Here write new ns equal to new ns plus, once again try to use same thing here. Okay, here you need to divide again n with that. So how I was doing here in the same manner, I have to do same thing we take here. Okay, math.floor divided by n divided by ns, I should write here. Comma, this is again ns. Okay, I'm going to write that way. So here, next one. I should be doing like this here. Okay, so here, right here, where, okay, here it is, n1 equal to, I can go this way and try to find the remainder. So this time also, I should be getting actually the remainder, n% ns. n% ns I have written. Okay, so here what I can do, if condition n1 greater than or equal to 10 and n1 less than 16, or else just I can take n1 greater than or equal to 10. In such cases, new ns equal to, okay, new ns equal to, here I can write this way, new ns okay, so here new ns equal new ns plus string dot, okay, from char code something we have here. 1 minute, let me find that particular thing. Could not remember exactly. Okay, from char code method in JavaScript. So we can use this one. It can give that particular thing for us. Okay, string dot from char code we need to take here. Okay, string dot from char code, it is 55. Okay, plus followed by here we go with n1, else. Okay, so here again we go with this Here write 48 plus N1. Okay, what are these 48 and N1? You understand later. So just write here return followed by new NS. This should be giving us the required string. Okay, take to other NS we take and try to here print console deck to other NS. I give 100 followed by 16. So here write decimal to hexadecimal. Okay, like this, I want to write here. Okay, now let us go to this point and try to run here. It is not this, sorry. I need to call this particular thing here. Okay. I will not follow this. Deck to OTHNS
There is no
function.
any print statement for that.
Yeah,
Right?
print is not written, correct. Console.log. Okay, followed by. We have to close this particular thing here. Now this should work. (64 decimal to hexadecimal you are getting. Similarly, now what I give here, I give 255. So in the case of 255, I should get this as FF. Whether I get it or not, see in this. I'm getting here FF, decimal to hexadecimal. 255 basically, it is in the decimal. FF is nothing but in the units position F and in the 16th position F. Okay, so F meaning is what 15. 16, 15 is how much you get? 240 plus 15 is 255. So it is converting properly. So this is something like an assignment I'm giving to you. What is this doing exactly in this you should find. Will you find it? What exactly this string dot from char code is doing? It is converting this into character, number into character. It is converting ASCII code. Okay, ASCII value is getting converted to ASCII code.
Okay.
The other day I told you 48 to 57 are called as actually digits. Okay, and 65 to 90 they are uppercase English alphabet. Correct? 97 to 122 they are actually in lowercase English alphabet. Using that concept, I am doing this particular thing here.
Okay.
Try to understand this logic, and tomorrow you just explain me how this is done. Just spend some time and try to solve this.
Okay.
Okay, I think you can do it. What exactly it is doing here, you can do a little Googling and you can find like that. So here I am converting the given number decimal to other number system. Need not be always 16. It can be something different. For example, let us go with binary. So in the case of binary, what value you should get? Okay, here what I've taken, this is 255 into 16 we have taken, but this time I want to convert to binary number system. So in such case, what values, everything, all things should be one only in such cases. 1, 1, 1, everything must be 1 in such cases. Decimal to binary. This one. So I should get in this case binary number system. Everything should be 1 only in such cases. I'm getting everything 1, 1, 1. Everything is into now which format here? Binary format we got. Units position, 2's position, 4's position, 8's position, 16's position, 32 position, 64 position, 128 position, and so total how much you get? 255 you are going to get in such cases. Any confusion in this, Pooja?
No, I mean, I understand a little bit, but I need to go through it once so I can understand better.
Yes. So just go through. Shall I share this piece of code with you?
Yes, please.
Okay, just go through, try to understand. If you understand concepts correctly, then it can be very simple for you.
I think the problem here is I just forgot the decimal to hexadecimal conversion, that theory part. Once I need to go through it, then I can understand the code very well.
Yes, you can understand code. These two with the recursion.
These two.
Okay. We are using recursion. See here also, again, we are calling it. But this has become now a generic function. With the help of this, you can convert into any other number system. We need not write separately for hexadecimal, separately for binary. So using same function, you can convert into any other number system.
Okay.
What is the logic in this? You have tried to understand.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to share these two pieces of code. Today's class overall, you understood?
Yeah.
Okay. So we end now and tomorrow we continue, but you try to complete these things.
Sure.
I can be giving some more assignment. Tonight I gave you actually your night, my morning time I'll give you. So try to do even those.
Okay. Sure.
So this time related to PDF kind of thing, how to create PDF files, such things I try to give you.
Okay.
I think in the given code PDF also you have creation of PDF.
PDF?
Yes. How to create PDF files.
This...
In the shared code, do you have anything related to PDF?
Let me check. I have not gone through the PDF file.
No, FPDF, something library we use. With that we are doing it. Do you have that or not? Just check it.
I think you shared this.
Okay. Then you can continue with this only. So in such cases, so my computer, it is not allowing. Okay, from WhatsApp I do then in such cases. I'm sharing all these things. Yeah, download all the 3 files from the Facebook, from the WhatsApp I have done.
Okay. And I didn't find that PDF file.
I'll share it later on then that file.
Okay.
There is one FPDF library. With the help of that you can do. Okay, Pooja, then tomorrow we meet again. Okay.
Thank you.
And if you have any difficulty early in the morning, we can do some other time also.
Okay.